James Cromwell, an American actor, once said, "Pets are humanizing. They remind us we have an obligation and responsibility to preserve, nurture, and care for all life." You must have seen people posting videos and pictures of their pets. But having any pet, whether it's a dog, bird, or even a cattle, and taking care of them is not a piece of cake. Hello animal lovers, this is Yash Saxena, and in this video you will get in-depth information about the common diseases of cattle and their treatment. You know that dairy farmers consider their cattle as one of their own, and their only wish is that they live a healthy and disease-free life. Ensure that it is crucial that you know all the whereabouts of any common diseases of cattle. Watch the video till the end to know potentially dangerous and common diseases of cattle, how you can identify them and their symptoms and treatments. There are other common cow diseases too, but we have addressed the most important and well-known ones for you, like dehydration due to heat and excess strain, Bracken poisoning, Anthrax disease, foot and mouth diseases, etc. First is dehydration due to heat and excess strain. This is not a disease, but will definitely affect your cow's health. Just think, summers in India can go to 40 to 42 degrees, which are tough for us to withstand. The highest temperature cattle can bear is 38 degrees Celsius. After a certain point, they will get dehydrated and might also faint. Some symptoms or indicators of this are fever, concentrated yellow urine, concave eyes, and coat tint. Well, you cannot regulate the temperature, but you can ensure they stay hydrated and cool. To provide them with solace as well as comfort during extreme climates, you can keep at least 25 to 35 gallons of clean, fresh water at all times, and can keep a check that they at least take in around 5 to 7 gallons of that. Another thing to add is a shade, so that the cows can be free from direct sunlight. Next is Bracken poisoning. Bracken is a poisonous plant or grass that prevents grass from growing. This is more likely to occur in autumn. Your cattle's bone marrow may be depleted and their white blood cell count may be low if they mistakenly ate a high amount of bracken grass. This condition is lethal, and the first symptom can lead to death within 5 days. Dismay and loss of appetite, bloody bowel movements, rising temperature, weakness, fainting, and death are some of the most prevalent symptoms. Bracken poisoning is difficult to prevent, but the disease can be eradicated with the use of pesticides and burning of such grass. If there are any viable solutions, make sure to vaccinate your cattle against them. The third is Anthrax disease. Anthrax is a highly transferable and deadly disease. It is caused due to a rectangular shaped bacteria known as Bacillus anthracis. The bacterium causing critical mortality in all the corners of the world. These bacteria create toxins that can be very harmful and cause severe adversities. When in contact with oxygen, the bacteria produces spores. Your cattle can attract this disease when they feed, inhale, or swallow the poisonous grass spores. The symptoms of this troublesome disease are visible in about 2 to 5 days once consumed. The first part of it is that once the symptoms are observable, the cow or cattle will die in 2 days at most. The effects and symptoms of this disease are from worse to lethal. There are really high chances of death of the cattle within 3 hours of consumption. And the scary part is that your cattle might look perfectly fine when you check upon them during these hours. Although there are very few signs that you can look out for. Those include a high temperature check, shivering, breathing problems, concussions, bloody discharge from any exterior exit like nose or mouth, post-death due to incapability of blood clotting. As soon as you can identify the disease, take your livestock to the vet, and they might be given some antibiotics. However, the only way to reduce the chances of death or prevent this disease is by a shot of vaccination. You can find the same at the nearest possible veterinary care. Another disease which most commonly affects the cattle is foot and mouth diseases. Only animals with cloven feet, such as cattle with 2 portions to their feet, are affected by these diseases. Cloven feet are found on cows, sheep, and goats. A basic fever and blister in the mouth, back, and skin between